yes, I saw an article on the BPS, that's the British Psychological Society website, that gave us 19 science-based hacks to improve your life. So it's one of those lists that you always see on like magazines and stuff, but this is actually science-backed, BPS-backed. So if you are feeling a little sluggish going into September, then maybe this will give you some actionable and evidence-backed inspiration. Al, I'm not going to go through all 19. Who has the time? But why don't you? We'll make it a little game. You pick a number between 1 and 19 and we'll do a little improve your life lottery.
10.
Normalize not knowing stuff.
Oh, what a good choice, Al.
So it says, and this is directly taken from the article, struggling with imposter syndrome, there are several techniques you can use to tackle feeling not quite good enough. And Dr. Hayley Lewis shared 6 of these in her recent BPS webinar. Complete coincidence. That was a random thing, but Hayley Lewis was on the show a few weeks ago. Yes. Hi, Dr. Hayley. So how about taking a leaf out of Nobel Prize winning physicist Richard Feynman's book, who celebrated the fact he didn't know everything and kept a pad titled Notebook of Things I Don't Know About to keep abreast of them. Turning not knowing into a challenge rather than something to be ashamed of sounds good to us.
I love that. I love the idea of the notebook of things I don't know. There's also something, I think there's the US Army who say there are known unknowns and unknown unknowns or something, and then unknown knowns. Like it gets a little bit weird after that. And I think yes, it's important to understand that there's an awful lot of things you know nothing about, and then there's an awful lot of things that you know something about, and then this scale. I can't remember what scale it is. Is it Dunning-Kruger, where you get to a point where you know enough to think you know everything, and then you hit this valley and you go, oh, I knew nothing. And the more you learn about something I knew nothing. Let's not all be smart artists. Let's all just go, I don't know anything about that. And do you know what? That's a phenomenal way to have a conversation with someone, whether it's someone who works for you, like reports to you, someone above you, whether it's a customer, a client, whoever, a supplier, and say, I don't know anything about that. Tell me about it. Because it's this law of reciprocity, or whatever that word is. And also it builds rapport. But also the fact is it's something in sales called a damaging admission. And if you can make a damaging admission in sales, you're more likely to look human and more likely for someone to buy something from you. So I am 100% behind Dr. Hayley and Reichman. What was his name?
Richard Feynman.
Richard Feynman. Yes, well done, Mr. Feynman.
Let's do another one.
Oh, okay. What about number 15?
Number 15. Instead of wrestling with anxiety, accept it.
Oh, this is a good one.
So the article says the feeling of anxiety is a necessary sensation that humans need for survival. However, when it gets in the way of our enjoyment of life, it can be useful to seek help. So Dr. Kieran Schnack. I genuinely think that's how you say it. SCHNACK.
Can I have 2 coffees and I'll take one of those Kieran Schnacks as well, please, if you don't mind. Yeah, they look nice.
Sorry, Dr. Kieran. So Dr. Kieran Schnack, clinical psychologist and author of 10 Times Calmer, Beat Anxiety and Change Your Life, says there are some practical exercises that we can all apply to help reduce anxiety. One of these is acceptance, which involves acknowledging and allowing uncomfortable thoughts, feelings, and physical sensations to exist without attempting to control or eliminate them. Dr. Schnack explains.
I'm sorry, Dr. Schnack. It's just the best name.
Dr. Schnack explains. Acceptance also demonstrates that when we embrace these inner experiences, their distressing impact gradually fades.
I love this. Thank you, Dr. Schnack, for those bite-sized pieces of knowledge for us there.
Little nuggets of wisdom. Do you know what this is inspiring me at? I want, you know how you can get things with like daily affirmations or daily lessons that are in a jar or in a calendar? I want like 52 of these little nuggets, one for each day.
Wisdom Schnacks,
if you will. I'm going to get in touch with all my psychology friends and see if this is an idea. Don't steal it.
I love it. Anxiety as well. I mean, there's a difference between crippling anxiety and anxiety. Anxiety generally, I'm not a psychologist, so it's just my thought. Anxiety generally means that there is a gap between what you want to achieve and what you have achieved. And therefore, that's usually good. It's a bit of a stretch. That's why I talk about stretch goals. So I can see you definitely embracing anxiety. Of course, the normal things says if you've got anxiety which is overwhelming you or stopping you from doing anything, that is a different thing, not necessarily to embrace, perhaps something to go and speak to a specialist about.
Yeah, a really great article, I must say, from the BPS there, and some really good little nuggets. There's ones on keeping a dream diary, writing a to don't list, and volunteering. It's really good. I'll leave a link in the show notes.
Well done, BPS. I've had a little scan through your magazines before, and normally to the layperson they're a bit dull, but this is good. I like this. Good work. Well done, BPS.